Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a great start. So according to the calendar, spring's right around the corner. Admittedly, I have never been a huge fan of spring and summer. I'm someone who really prefers the cooler weather months of the year. So the fall and the winter is kind of where it's at for me. However, the older I get, the more I try to embrace things that in the past, weren't necessarily maybe my favorite things in life. But time flies by, man. I am in my mid-40s. I can't believe I am the age that I am. But yeah, like I've finally gotten to a stage in life where I've realized that even though I don't really personally care for the spring and the summer, that's a huge chunk of the year. That's half the year. And I cannot just wish that time away. I need to learn to embrace those times of the year. And one of the ways, honestly, that I really have learn to maybe appreciate the warmer weather months of the year is with personal fragrance. Also with home fragrance. Fragrance in general, I think can have a huge effect on your mood overall. I mean, you can't be too grumpy if you're smelling like $1,000,000, right? So anyway, I have gathered 10 perfumes from my collection that I think would be wonderful spring transition into summer type fragrances. So if you are in a little bit of a fragrance rut, maybe you're looking to try something new, maybe you'll find a suggestion here. Or maybe, better yet, you already have one of these fragrances in your collection and you just haven't reached for it for a while. So go into your closet, get the fragrance out and start wearing it. And I'm telling you, it's gonna improve your mood, right? Like I really am such a big believer in the power of fragrance. And during the fall and the winter, I definitely prefer a heavier, smokier, more ambery, patchouli, spicier type of perfume. But come spring and summer, those types of fragrances maybe don't necessarily make as much sense, and they don't allow me to embrace, maybe more so what's going on around me in terms of the weather. There are flowers blooming, the air is a little bit fresher, things just smell warmer. A lot of sweeter smells tend to be present. So if I can find that in my personal fragrance, I think it's really going to help my brain switch into the spring summer appreciation mode. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So anyway, you guys, I have a bucket of 10 perfumes here from my collection. These are all cruelty-free. These are all fragrances that are tried and true. Many of them I have reviewed formally here on my channel, so you can go check those reviews out. But as always, I will list and link all of these in the description box right below. So if you're in the market for a new fragrance, check that out. Go read up other people's reviews, read up in depth a little bit more about the fragrance notes or about the fragrance formulations. I think it's definitely important to be an informed consumer. So feel free to check that information out. And heck, if you already have some of these in your collection, bust them out. Now's the time. We're in March. Spring's right around the corner. So let us all get out of the winter funk. I don't know. I was never in a winter funk. I'm at my happiest in the winter. But yeah, if you're one of those people, vitamin D is right around the corner. I promise. The sun is coming back, and you're gonna be in a better mood here shortly. But let's get into these perfumes, you guys. There's some newer things in here. There's some oldies but goodies in here. These are just really lighter, funner, fruitier, sweeter fragrances that I think are perfect to transition into the spring. So let's get into it. First is my beloved Philosophy Falling in Love. I actually shared this just this past Friday in my weekly beauty chit chat. Philosophy Falling in Love is what I wore on my wedding day back in 2008. So this holds some fond memories for me just to begin with. I got married in the fall because that's my favorite time of the year. This fragrance really didn't make sense in the fall, but it also just, the name of it I thought was appropriate as a wedding fragrance. Also, it just was pretty and light and feminine, and that's just really what I wanted to feel like on my wedding day. And boy, does Falling in Love come through for that. This is, I'm just gonna give you like some straight up vibes with these, not going into all the fragrance notes. If you're interested in all of that information, definitely check out the description box. But this is a blackberry vanilla. That's kind of like just the basic statement here with this one. It's a beautiful, soft blackberry vanilla. It's not overly sweet. The vanilla, I think, helps to bring some balance to that maybe slightly sweeter blackberry note. And it just makes it come across as the most lovely, soft, beautiful fragrance. I fell in love with this the first time that I smelled it. I, again, wore it on my wedding day, and every time that I wear it now, it just brings joy to me. My wedding day was a very happy day. My husband and I are still very happily married. We've been married for over 15 years now, and whenever I wear this, I just go back to, you know, like our first look and when we said our vows to each other. That day flew by so quickly, but I love that I have this fragrance to kind of bring me back to that day. So if you've never tried Philosophy Falling in Love and you love blackberry and you love vanilla, you gotta check her out. Okay, next is a fragrance that is just pure cotton candy. Listen. If you have not tried Skylar Boardwalk Delight, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is the epitome of fun, fruity, sweet, but not cloying. It's not cloying, you guys. Cotton candy, pink cotton candy. That's the vibe. I also feel like there's maybe just a little bit of like sweetness, maybe from like a caramel floating around in there, but this is predominantly a straight up cotton candy scent. I get so many compliments on this one. My daughter loves this one. It is just such a beautiful fragrance. And this one you are 100% going to see again in the summer suggestions. I cannot get enough of it. It makes me so happy in fact that I have the full size here, as well as a roller ball that I pop in my purse. She is good. You gotta check it out. If you've never tried this one, pop into your local Sephora, give her a sniff. You're gonna fall in love. I mean, unless you don't like sweet scents, in which case, this is probably not the video for you to watch. Okay, you guys, this Floral Street Sweet Almond Blossom. I love a lot of these Floral Street fragrances, but besides their Vanilla Orchid, this one here is hands down my favorite. In fact, this is the one that I want to wear today. Also, I love the fact that it has the almond blossom painting from Vincent van Gogh in the background here. I'm not sure if you can really see that, but this is, oh, did you see that? You see that mist? Oh, I love it. Such a beautiful, sweet, clean, white floral. That's what this comes across as to me. There's a definite almond note here. It's not like a straight up almond extract. It is more so like a floral almond note, but also just a little bit of like a nuttiness kind of running throughout the background. This is honestly one of those fragrances where I could still wear this very easily in the spring, sorry, in the fall and the winter, but I really think it makes the most sense because of how just clean and beautiful it is. It just makes a lot of sense to wear this during the spring months as well. And the fact that it's a floral, it just reminds you of, you know, the trees blossoming, flowers coming up out of the ground. Like it's renewal, it's joy, it's happiness. It's just such a sweet, sweet, happy fragrance. And if you've never tried this, again, pop into your local Sephora, give this a sniff. It is stunning, you guys. It is a stunning, stunning fragrance, and I cannot say enough good things about it. Let's stick with another floral. And this one here, it might be a little bit of a surprise because I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I really love this fragrance. I'm not personally a huge fan of Ariana Grande's music. Like, I don't even think, I know that I've heard a lot of her songs, but I couldn't like name one, right? Like, I didn't buy this because I'm an Ariana Grande fan. I am, however, a fan of a lot of her perfumes. I think that the fragrances she puts out are really quite lovely. And this is the Maud Blush perfume. I believe that's the name of it. Sorry, I'm trying to like look it up. I have the it's Mod Vanilla and Mod Blush. Anyway, I have both. I have the vanilla as well. I bought the little duo from Ulta where you got both. I think these are each 1 ounce in size and it was $90. So you got to try both. At first I wasn't even gonna try the blush. I was just gonna get the vanilla. But I'm so glad that I bought this duo because I tell you what, even when this is done, I see myself replacing this. It's lovely. Now this is very much just a straight up light pink, kind of sweeter floral, but it's just really nice. It's a beautiful, soft, pretty floral that I think would be a great transition scent for maybe someone who doesn't naturally gravitate towards florals. Because of the sweetness of this one, I think it makes it a little bit more appealing to those of you that maybe don't typically love florals. It is absolutely worth checking out. It's a beautiful fragrance. I will say the packaging isn't like my super fave. It's a little bit cheap feeling. But that being said, the fragrance itself has great lasting power. It has really beautiful projection to it. And it's a really nice change of pace. It's a really nice change of pace after heavier, more oppressive fragrances. So big fan of this one, definitely worth checking out. Where should we go to next? Ooh, let's talk about something that is a really great mix of like a peach and a citrus. I believe there's mandarin in here. Yeah, for sure. This absolutely has a touch of citrus. What is this? This is the Pacifica Sunrise Moon. Now, what you want to know about these fragrances here is that Pacifica is currently, I feel like they're upgrading a lot of their fragrances. They recently changed the packaging, and a lot of the fragrances that were in this like moon phase line, if you will, like the Silver Moon, the Dream Moon, those have now been reformulated, repackaged. But you can still get these older ones. You might be able to find them on clearance at your local Target, but they're still available for purchase at the Pacifica website, which is where I will link this. You can't find them online at Ulta anymore, and I'm not even sure you can find them online at Target. It's worth a look. I'll try to see if I can link it somewhere on sale, right? But this Sunrise Moon, this is newer to me, but this is definitely going to be one that I will reach for quite frequently during the upcoming warmer weather months. It is a bright, vibrant peach with a touch of citrus to it, and I believe there's also some cardamom in here. So it just makes it really interesting. And it's just a happy fragrance. This smells like sunshine. This smells like happiness to me. And if you're in the market for something that contains some peach in it, this would be a great one to incorporate. Plus, these are $22. These are such a great price point, honestly, you guys. Even with the new ones that they repackaged, like the Silver Moon and you know, the Dream Moon, those are now actually 2 ounces, and they're still under, I think they're under $30. I believe they are. Don't quote me on that. But Pacifica makes great perfumes, and if you're at all in the market, I would absolutely recommend checking them out. A lot of people have told me that the new repackaged ones are showing up at their local Target. So that passion fruit one that they came out with, I need to go find it because there's no way that I'm not gonna sport that all summer long. I love anything passion fruit. All right, let's keep going. Let's go back to a more sugary type of scent. What do we have here? We have Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar. And if you wanna smell like straight up candy, I feel like this one smells like candy. Maybe like almost like a sweet tarts kind of sweetness. Just really lovely. A touch of like a fruitiness as well, but it's mostly just like a sweet candy scent. Like it's pretty straightforward. I maybe detect like a touch of pear in here as well. It's lovely, it's vibrant, it's bright. This one gets me so many compliments whenever I wear this, and I have really gone to town on this one. I just bought this one last year, and you'll see on Thursday when I share my perfume collection, I have a lot of personal fragrances, and the fact that I am at least a third of the way through this one, if not just a touch more, like it says a lot. I will douse myself in this. I probably over apply it a little bit, but I just love it. It puts a smile on my face every single time. Honestly, this is one of those perfumes if I'm having like a really tough day, just mentally, I put this on and it lifts my spirits. So that's a great one. Absolutely have to try that out. Now we're gonna go in with another Clean Reserve fragrance next. This is their Radiant Nectar. This is a floral musk from them. But there's also, I feel like there's a touch of pear in this one as well. Maybe a little bit of peach as well, but it's sweet. It's just really nice, you guys. This fragrance is a happy scent. I bought both of these from Sephora, so that's where you can find Clean Reserve. I just think that like between these two, if I had to like say pick one or the other, it'd be kind of hard, but I feel like it would probably be Sparkling Sugar. I really do love this one as well, but I think the Sparkling Sugar is just a little bit more sweet, maybe even a little bit more girly and fun in its vibe. This one might be a little bit more mature. So if you're looking for a slightly more mature, sweeter type of fragrance, this one might be a little bit more up your alley. But I love it too. It's just, oh man, these are all so, they just make me happy. I'm so happy right now, smelling all the good things. But especially, man, especially this Floral Street, you have to go smell it. Oh, I smell so good. Okay, Ellis Brooklyn Myth. Now, this bad boy here, I'm definitely at the halfway point. Listen, if you're looking for a fresh, vibrant touch of like, I feel like there's some citrus in here, but this one's very, very fresh, very refreshing, very, it's not overly sweet. It might even, I think this one would actually be kind of a nice unisex type fragrance. Kind of takes me back to like the CK1 days. Did you wear that in the 90s when you were in high school? I did. I loved it. I love CK1. And I know it was worn by both, you know, girls and boys at my local high school. And every time I smelled it, I was like, oh, that dude's wearing CK1, as am I. So yeah, this is the type of fragrance that I think could go either way. So if you're a man looking for a lighter, happier, fresher type of scent, this might be a great one to check out. I don't know. I think anyone can wear whatever they want. But I know a lot of people definitely, you know, try to like stay within, you know, more feminine or masculine type fragrances. I don't know. I just wear whatever you want. But this one here definitely comes across as a more unisex type fragrance. So yeah, try it. If you've never smelled it, Ellis Brooklyn is both at Ulta and Sephora in stores. So it's very easy to go and check that one out for sure. All right, Comptoir Soude Pacifique Vanilla Extreme. I had to put just one straight up vanilla in here, and this one is great because it smells like just vanilla cake. It's so good. It honestly, you have to like gourmand in order to really get into this one. It smells up like it smells like a straight up vanilla cake or vanilla cupcake. There's no way around it. But this one is lovely on its own. But it's also a great one to pair with any of these florals. If you have a floral that you think is just a bit overpowering, maybe a little bit too aggressive, maybe you want to tone it down just a little bit, spray this over top. Like I'm gonna, not that I think it needs to be toned down, but I'm gonna spray this over the almond blossom, sweet almond blossom. And what this is gonna do is it's just gonna soften it up a little bit. You gotta try that. Oh, you have to try that. That was a really good decision on my part. That smells amazing. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, if you want to smell like a vanilla cupcake, check this one out. It is lovely. And these are only eau de toilettes, by the way. Most of these, I believe these are all eau de parfums, right? No. Oh, this is an eau de parfum as well. I don't know if they still make this in the eau de parfum format. I'll see if I can fit. Most of them are eau de toilettes now, but yeah. You could pair this with any of these and it would be so good. Honestly, oh, so good. But anyway, the lasting power of these eau de toilettes is quite good. That was the moral of that story. Now the last one that I'm gonna recommend is one of my newer finds, and I just reviewed it this past week. It is Sniff Crumb Couture. This is also only an eau de toilette, but with amazing lasting power and projection. I'm really impressed with these Sniff perfumes. I have 2 more that I wanna review for you guys coming up here. Sorry, my eyelash is like poking me in my eyeball. I have the Sweet Ash and the Tarte Deco to still review. Tarte Deco is a cherry scent, so if you like cherry, you might want to check that one out. But Sniff is a cruelty-free brand. And oh boy, does this smell delicious. Listen, if you want to smell like Kringle's jelly donut, this is what this smells like. It has a beautiful like raspberry jelly donut note to it. You also smell like that gourmand, like donutty note as well. They say that it smells like a croissant type note. I feel like it's a little bit more generic. I guess you could go croissant, but honestly, I also smell donut. Not that like greasy heaviness from the donut, but you know, just like the actual like donut. If you just stick your nose in the donut portion of it where you get a little bit of that like bready sweetness, that with a delicious jelly filling, raspberry specifically. It's so good, you guys. Ooh, if you want to smell edible, also, I love them. It has a magnet. Did you see how that snapped back on? Packaging. I love me some packaging. But anyway, this one here is a must try. It is back in stock. It was sold out for a hot minute. I will link this one down below. If you are not easily finding it on your own at the Sniff website, that's because it's part of their secret menu. I don't know why they do this, but if you just like, you know, pull down like the search bar and try to find Crumb Couture, you're not gonna find it. You have to go to their secret menu. That's where this is located. I'll link it down below. But anyway, you guys, that's it. Those are my 10 suggestions for you. Just some thoughts maybe in terms of fragrances that can help to boost your mood. Maybe you're like me and you kind of struggle with spring a little bit, or maybe you love spring. Maybe you're so ready for summer, and these would be great fragrances to help to usher that warmer, sunnier, more vibrant weather in. So let me know what your favorite springtime perfumes are in the comments down below. Let me know if there's anything that I need to pick up to review. Keep in mind, I love me some vanillas. I love me some gourmands. And I do like a nice, clean, fresh, light floral. So if you have any suggestions for me, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.